I'm Gabby Lamb.
And I'm Harper-Rose Drummond.
And you're listening to Tea Time, where we talk about the nastiest, dirtiest,
naughtiest, wildest secrets.
Enjoy.
Someone called me immature, and I didn't like that.
When did they call you immature?
In my DMs, baby.
Welcome back to Tea Time.
Hi, guys.
So you're immature.
You know what? I am immature.
Did they recently call you immature?
It was 2 days ago at 4 p.m. Hey, I remembered because it hurt my feelings at the time.
Was it a troll or was it somebody you know?
He looked like a fucking troll. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, do you know him or who was it?
I do know him.
Okay, so it wasn't like a stranger being like,
it was someone that had the ability to hurt my feelings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I do hate being called immature. It is and I also know that I am in ways, but like I do hate hearing that.
I hate it too. It was from some intellectual guy from my high school.
Oh, get out of my
fucking ass. And he decided to kind of creep back up.
Okay, but why did he say you're immature? What prompted him to say that?
I'm pretty sure I was posting something about Taylor Swift on my stories. And he's like, you're still immature, I see. Glad things are going well. And I was like,
okay, also, what are you supposed to fucking be like? I only listen to classical music in my suits because I am almost 30 years old. What do you?
I love science. It's like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what if I don't know. I listen to Bach. Like what? I don't know. What music do adults listen to?
I love philosophy. It's like, let's all calm down.
I work in a bank.
money. It's like, I don't know what you want,
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I get, you know what? Comics, I guess we are fucking always immature.
Here's the thing.
Stunted. But good.
In like a fun, cute way.
Yeah, in a fun, cute way.
Yeah, I the same person was also coming for me when you and I were doing the prank calls over the quarantine. Like, oh, so that's how you're spending your time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because prank phone calling is fucking fun. Lee, when was the last time you prank phone called?
Oh, I was never any good at it.
Oh, honey, we'll teach you. We'll teach you. We will literally prank phone call the second this wraps.
Okay. Sounds good.
But also, could we prank phone call on here?
We could, yeah.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna look into the legalities of recording phone calls without people knowing, but
if you never give up their identity, is that okay?
I'm not a lawyer. If
Okay.
we have a lawyer,
you know what?
Let me know.
We have access to a lawyer, so we won't do it this episode. We're gonna phone our lawyer.
Okay.
We are
lawyer in
and
training.
we're gonna prank phone call next episode.
Yeah, we are gonna prank phone call next episode.
So if you want us to prank phone call your exes and it's legal, we'll do it.
Yeah, DM us a phone number of someone that you want us to prank phone call, and we will do it for you.
Actually, that's a really fun fucking prompt. We got to do that next episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Who do you want us to prank phone call? We have to.
Yeah, we have to.
And I'll cut around.
Yeah, Lee's mad.
Lee, Lee, don't hit me. Oh my God.
Okay, can we get back to it?
Yeah, we can. This is what a seizure does feel like, and I want you guys to know.
So
this is how I live my life.
Yeah, Harper does have epilepsy, so
yeah.
Okay, scary. I did catch her seizing once. Don't laugh. It was horrible. I had never seen anything that scary before.
Wait, so you saw me shaking?
Yes. Okay. Can I tell the story?
Tell it from your perspective and I'll tell it from mine.
Because you can't fucking tell it because you were seizing, so you don't know what was going on. We were at our house and Hunky was upstairs. I was downstairs and she was like, our friend Mark was over and she was like, oh, I'm going to go turn the air up. And we were like, okay. So you went upstairs to turn the air up and it goes silent and we just hear like a thud. And I was like, what? And I was like, Harper. And you didn't say anything. So we walk up the stairs. Mark and I walk up the stairs and we just see there's like a wall and we see your fucking feet just like flapping. And I was like, oh my God. It was so scary. And it's so scary because we didn't know what to do. And you like want to be like, no, get up. But you can't, right? You just have to like stop seizing.
Yeah, honk.
Oh my God, it was so fucking scary. And then you woke up and you were so sweet and you started crying and you're like, what happened? And I was like, Honk, you had a seizure. But it was so
Honk.
scary because you were just on the ground, like writhing around and didn't know what was going on.
Honk. I was confused. And wait, I didn't pee my pants that time, right?
You didn't pee your pants,
didn't
but that
pee my
was
pants.
very scary.
Yeah, honk. Seizures are pretty much scary as hell. But
Yeah.
I was turning the air on. Okay, so like there's
You didn't even remember why you walked upstairs.
No. When after you come out of a seizure, you like, especially one of that size, you are just so disoriented. Wait, how do you say that word?
Disoriented.
Fuck, I'm having a seizure right now. But
No.
but you just get so confused, and that's what happened to me. But so I walked upstairs because my seizures get triggered by heat or by stress or being dehydrated. Ha ha ha. So I walk upstairs to make it cooler. And then I just remember I was about to touch the air conditioning, and then the next thing I know, I'm waking up on the ground, and like you and Mark looks like horrified, and I just was so confused.
You started crying.
Yeah, and whenever I come out of a seizure, I get so scared, and then I always assume everyone's mad at me, and that's why I always get so emotional.
Oh my God. It was honestly, that was a very like emotional experience because it's so hard seeing somebody that you love in pain and you don't know what to do. Honk, it was very scary.
Well, Honk, sorry about that, Honk.
No, yeah, Honk. Actually, don't fucking do it again.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, thank you. God, the stress you put on us.
I know. Sorry.
Your fucking
I'm
epilepsy.
a burden, babe.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Okay. Well, yeah, that was dark. That was dark and scary, and I can't believe you have to live with that.
Yeah, Honk. Honestly, it is dark, but it gets less dark. I found the more I take care of myself. I'm like, okay. So when I'm drinking enough water and not drinking alcohol, it's almost like my epilepsy isn't that bad. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't had a seizure. Wait. Yeah, no, I don't think I've had one since I have stopped drinking.
Really?
Mhm.
How frequent were they before?
Oh, pretty frequent, like every week. Not that size. I get little tremors sometimes because I have nerve damage from all the seizures I've had. And so I'll like get like my arm will just like jerk sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever had an MRI?
Yeah.
And there's nothing.
So because they wanted to give me brain surgery, so to like so I wouldn't have seizures anymore. But they come from all over, because usually they just come from either the front part of your brain or the back, but mine come from all over, so there would be no point.
They would just have to remove your brain.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, I was like, so why can't we do that?
You could be a little potato and we could just push you around a little stroller like a little baby.
I know. I was like, that sounds cute and fun.
You could be a cute little potato baby.
I could.
No brain.
No brain.
Okay, that reminded me. So fucking crazy. I listened to this. I think it was a Radiolab episode. Radiolab is a science podcast. Yeah, I listened to that. And this guy, I think I've talked to you about it, but this guy that they were interviewing on the podcast had seizures, and he went in for brain surgery because it was just like they were like, we need to give you brain surgery. You can't, you're having too many fucking seizures. You can't live your life. So they did brain surgery. When he recovered, he became like a piano savant. He had never played the piano before. He came out of surgery and just was like fucking hitting bars on the piano.
Wow.
Wild. And then his masturbation and porn addiction, he didn't have one before the surgery, but then after the brain surgery, he like got really addicted to masturbating and watching porn. So much so that like the podcast started with the cops showing up to the house, and they got into the story of why the police showed up. And the police showed up to this guy's house because he had started watching child pornography, and he was like doing it at work and stuff, but he had never had an issue before the brain surgery. And what had happened was when they did the surgery, they like scrambled the tubes around in his head. So for like regular brained people, we have like caps on our brains that like tell us, when to stop doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And like if you know that you can't watch child porn, right? Like our brains are like, no, you can't do that. You can't.
It's just like something innate in us.
Yeah. We know our brains know the difference between like, what is going too far and whatever. So they removed like the cap on this guy's brain that told him that like you can't masturbate to child porn.
Jesus Christ.
And he
just take the whole brain out at that point.
I know. And
take the whole fucking brain.
He didn't know. Like he was like, I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why I do this. And it was like a really interesting like kind of brain study about people who are like born with these, with brains that like aren't healthy and like don't have those like caps on them. It was wild.
Jesus.
I know.
Well, thank God I didn't get brain surgery.
I know. Then you'd be addicted to child porn.
Yeah, that is the main takeaway.
You would be addicted to child porn
Yeah.
and really good at piano. Honestly.
I'll just stick to being just like kind of a slightly below average at piano.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Do you play piano?
Not that well, but yeah, I do.
Well, you could always get brain surgery.
But if I had the brain surgery,
yeah. Wild though.
I don't know.
Hit 'em up.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit them.
No,
Hit up the
Lee.
surgeons.
Be quiet, beast. No, okay. I will not be doing that. That's crazy.
Isn't that fucking crazy though? They just
Damn,
go in there and
that
scramble it
sucks.
around, and all of a sudden your brain's all funky.
The human body's fucking insane. This is not about epilepsy or the brain. So
Then I don't want to hear it.
okay, well, you legally have to. But something happened kind of similar to like where like his whole personality or like very distinct parts of his personality were changed was this this older man had to get a heart transplant. And so he was in his 50s. He got a 21-year-old's heart. This boy had taken his own life. It was very sad, but the mom was like wanting to stay in contact with this man who had her son's heart, and they would like hug, and she would like listen to her son's heartbeat in this man's chest, and like they developed like this relationship. This man was like, he was very artsy. He like never cared about sports or whatever. 3 weeks after he got the heart transplant, he became like borderline obsessed with the Colts. And he like would always watch the games and like became a diehard fan. And he was talking to the mother of the boy, and he was like, yeah, I don't like, I feel like, I feel good. I feel healthy. I just love the Colts now. Like that's the only new development. The mom starts crying and she goes, oh my God, my son loved the Colts. And so it's really interesting how that became a part of this man.
That is fascinating.
So not funny, but pretty interesting.
So funny, actually. No,
I don't know why that made me uncomfortable.
that
Okay,
really?
Lee,
Yeah,
why?
like the mom listening to the heartbeat made
That's
me
so
uncomfortable.
sweet.
You don't think it's tender? Like she
No.
she gets
That's her way of being close to her son.
No,
I know, not fucking stonewalling. No.
No.
Okay, well,
okay, dead eyes. Jesus.
Guess what? I know. No,
Yeah, no.
I hated that story.
Yeah. Don't tell me something
It's such
sweet
a-
again. It's like
such a weird relationship. It's so odd.
how?
to me.
Okay.
No, that is
no,
so
fuck
sweet.
my
Wrong.
ass. How is it? How
I
is
don't know.
it?
Because
Maybe
men lack
I'm-
empathy. That's
Maybe I'm
why.
traumatized. I don't know. That type of like, oh, now all of a sudden, like, okay, I don't know. Just like her, like listening to the heart. It's like it's in this old man now. Like, move on.
But that's
But
her
he
son's
gave her
heart.
consent. It wasn't like she was like, "Give me your precious heart." Like she wasn't like
No, it's not that she was like,
goleming.
breaking into his house at night and putting her ear up to his heart.
Let
Do
me
we know
listen to
that?
your juicy heart.
She
She was just like, "If I may, please," and he was like, "Sure."
Um,
Now, if they fucked, that's where it would be weird.
and I bet they did.
they still do.
They still do.
Okay, Lee. God.
That is wild, and also really goes into some deeper scientific questions.
I guess we're a science pod now.
Yes, we are a
Sorry.
science pod.
Yeah.
Okay, we watched fucking that movie Run the other day, which you swear to God we watched together a year ago, which we didn't.
Gabby and I watched
We
the movie
didn't.
Run with Sarah Paulson.
We didn't watch it
I'm
together.
not the only one with brain damage because look, she doesn't remember.
Because we never fucking watched it. We watched this movie and she swears, she was like, we watched this. And I was like, no, we didn't.
You're literally my only friend, so yes, we did.
We
but
no, see, this is you having a fucking seizure. You must have had a seizure when you watched this.
Fuck
Because
you.
no, you did.
we were in my bed watching a movie like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Grandparents, like we always do, cuddled up and snug, like two bugs in a rug. And then we watched the movie together, but you were on your phone the whole time and you were on fucking TikTok being a goose. And I remember because I was getting really
You were
pissed
being a
off.
goose.
Well, you're being a goose right now.
You're being a fucking goose right
okay,
now.
we're now in a fight because we watched it and you just didn't pay attention.
It's about, so anyway, Run is about Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Is there a difference between Munchausen syndrome and Munchausen syndrome by proxy, or is it the same disease?
I thought it was the same, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay, whatever, who
It's
cares?
the same.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, it was about Munchausen syndrome, which is really fucking crazy and scary, which is a mental disorder, which I think, this is not important for this podcast. I don't even know why I brought this up.
I'm
but
happy you did.
I think that's because I'm Munchausening you. I've convinced her that she has epilepsy, but I keep her sick.
She gives me fake pills.
I give her fake pills, and then I
And a kiss on the forehead.
Yeah, and then I make you get seizures. I stab you with a little thing and make sure.
That was a little bit too far.
Okay. Anyway, I think Brittany Murphy's husband was Munch House.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that was it. That was that whole story just to say I think Brittany Murphy's husband was Munchausening her. Watch the fucking documentary on Brittany Murphy. It's so good.
It is so fucking on Hulu? Or is that on Netflix? I forgot.
It's on Hulu.
Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it. I want to watch it.
Okay, Lee,
so
we'll get your fucking
good.
tits out of your ass because it's so good.
She's the background.
You gotta watch
okay,
it.
you can't see it because there's too many things on my phone. But Brittany Murphy's the background on my phone ever since we watched that documentary because
Obsessed.
she was honestly perfect.
She is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
God, fuck that guy.
Yeah, disgusting.
Well, okay. Do we have anything else we want to talk about? I hosted a show last night at the Hollywood Improv and I bombed and Honk came and watched. And she said that I got on stage with really aggressive energy.
You came on stage you had already decided in your mind that everyone hated you. So you got up there being like, hey, fucko. And I'm like, people are excited. People got dressed up. People are on dates. People came out and they're excited. Like right when you got on stage, one girl that was sitting by me or like right behind me, she was like, oh, I love her hair. Like people were like,
she loved my hair until I started speaking and
then you were like, hey, bitch. And I'm like, okay.
Hey, I was feeling really aggressive yesterday because I spent too much time on TikTok reading comments from men telling me how ugly and stupid I am. So I got in my head and I was just like, you know what?
You gotta do self-care on the day of shows.
I know, and that's why I deleted the apps off my phone because I was like, I can't spend all day today reading, like fighting with keyboard warriors.
No, people are very rude on there. So
They're
like you
so
cannot
mean.
You can't internalize that. People are always going to have something to say. And the more you let it get to you, then the more they're going to keep coming at you. It's water off a duck's back or whatever the fuck that phrase is. I'm sorry I just said that. And I hope I never say that
water
phrase
off
again.
a fucking camel's pussy. That's what it is. That's the phrase. Okay, real quick. I was in therapy yesterday and I was talking to my therapist about the comments that like these men leave on my TikToks because we put one of our clips on TikTok, the one that was controversial opinions about how we don't believe that men should be on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
We put that on there and then all of these men were just like, you guys are fucking stupid. You're annoying. Like you blah, blah, blah. And they kept coming from my lips and being like, your lips are so fucking ugly. Blah, 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 blah.
Because you hurt them. So they have to come back and hurt you.
Right.
I will say it was, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I will be saying it. It was only the ugly people.
It's always the ugly people.
Social miscreants that were the pariahs, if you will.
Yes.
That were like,
no, excuse me. I use it to express myself. Okay, yeah, go ahead, but we're going to make fun of you.
Yeah, exactly.
But here's the thing.
You fucking human pimple. Okay.
My therapist was like, does it bother you when people make remarks about your physical appearance or like come for you like that? And I was like, no, it doesn't. But what does bother me is seeing how much men have that internalized misogyny. Like, I don't take it personally when they're like, oh, those fucking balloons on your face. I'm like, whatever. They're fucking
really
hot.
internalized or is it just misogyny?
Yeah, no, you're right. But the way that they like come for us, I'm like, it's disappointing to see how much. Because like, I do feel like it's appropriate for women to be like, fuck men. Like, we've been oppressed since like day one. And then when men are like, oh, so we can't make remarks about women. It's like, no, you can't. It's not funny.
You're raping us, bro.
Yeah, you fucking
chill out.
You can rape and kill us. Let us have a fucking jab or two, Lee.
Yeah. And what? Lee, Lee, get in
Lee,
here.
You're the man in the room.
Get in here, Lee.
And if you wanted to, you could beat the shit out of us.
Yeah, Lee. Ow!
His eyes are piercing.
Stop, please. Ooh, yeah.
But like, I feel like men that don't have a lot of like
the question you just wanted to.
They rape and kill us.
They rape and kill us, Lee. That's not a question; it's a statement.
Lee, so are you fully erect or no? Okay. So
here's the question. The question is, I feel like you don't react that way.
I don't comment on anything.
Right, and it's good because would you get offended if you saw that clip online that was like, men on TikTok need to be stopped?
No, I mean, I guess if it was like what I like to do and what I get off on, and then two girls are like, fuck you, these nerds.
Yeah.
Then sure, maybe that's a little offensive to go as far as commenting, but it's like, okay, like when you guys know when you put yourself out there, you open yourself up for comments.
Mm-hmm.
That was like,
especially when your humor is like on the vulnerable side. It's not like you're like, oh, Jake Gyllenhaal. It's like you're like making jokes that are very personal that pertain to you. And so then when people either don't like your humor or it feels like they are saying like, oh, I don't like you personally, which I guess to an extent they are, but okay.
But what all you said was like, I don't like your content. and it's cringy and I'm gonna make fun of it now.
Mhm.
Like it's the same as a comment. It's
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So like if they like, I'm sure they get shitty comments on their content too. It's like if they can brush off a content, they should be able to brush off that clip.
And like
Right.
already,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
already feel like this is like literally who gives a fuck about.
Okay. Who gives a fuck? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I
Okay.
just
We
already
don't need to
moved
go into
on
it
like
anymore.
5 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, then let's get into the
no
fucking.
disrespect to you, but I'm just saying like I just don't care about what they have to say if they're gonna be complaining.
You're right. You're fucking right. So
My-
you are so back to being called immature. You're not immature. Guess what? You're more evolved. You're more emotionally evolved than I am because I'm very emotionally invested.
Take
in
that,
this.
Colton. I mean, doesn't matter.
That his real name?
Yep.
It sure is. Okay. Sorry, I got all these fucking news updates on here about COVID. Who cares? Don't want to talk about that either. We all have it, so everybody in this room.
Honestly, cancel you.
Okay, so let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Weird shit people do when they're alone. People do a lot of weird shit. I do a lot of weird shit when I'm alone. Not so much anymore, but like when I was younger, I feel like I used to do weird shit. Like the weird one, especially when I would come home drunk and I'd like do these like dances in my room by myself.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was weird. I've done weird. Yeah.
Over the quarantine, I did a lot of weird shit. Like I was obsessed. I'm not a dancer either, but I got obsessed with learning like music video choreography. And so I would like just spend hours. I could have been learning a language, but nope, just learned all of like the dance moves to Lady Gaga's like music videos. What was I doing? Crying for help.
You were working out.
I
don't think that's that weird. We were in quarantine. We were fucking cooped up. You wanted to learn some dance routines.
Here's where it gets dark.
Yeah.
I would get like, you know what? I think I got it, and then I would like post it on social media, and then I had to go and like expunge that.
You know what I
from
think?
The fucking online.
You know what I think would be darker?
What
is if you like dressed up in an outfit and like really gave it
really
your all.
Committed? No, never did that. Never did that.
Liar.
But I wanted to.
I bet Lee does weird shit when he's alone.
Yeah,
huh?
Lee.
I've been trying to think about it. Well, I feel like I don't know. I follow tarot readers on TikTok.
Do you?
Yeah, and I take advice from tarot readers. On
That's
TikTok.
funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's tame.
That's like the gentle side of Lee.
That is
I like
very
that
gentle.
yeah, that's very gentle, very tender.
Yeah.
Okay.
My whole feed is tarot readers and Reddit stories.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
I'm
That's pretty
gagged.
fun. So then I guess I don't want to admit this, but I guess I have to. I guess the weirdest thing that I do when I'm alone is
Uh-oh.
yeah, white boogers all over my walls.
Okay, you actually wiped a booger in my fucking shower.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. And you want to know how embarrassing it was? Fucking Tim and I were in the shower together, and he goes, "Is that a booger?" And I was like, "What?" And then I look, and it was a fucking booger, and I was like, "Gabby, don't wipe your fucking internal organs." It looked like fucking placenta.
I didn't do that.
Yes, it was. It looked like you fucking pulled out your fucking esophagus and splattered it on my fucking glass shower.
How do you literally know that was me?
Because Joy and I don't fucking do that. And your bedroom is riddled with the crumbs of your nostrils.
Where else are you gonna put them?
Up your ass. Don't do that. That actually did piss me. Don't fucking do that in my fucking shower ever again.
Not you showering with your boyfriend and finding one of my fucking.
He found it. That's the worst part. I didn't. He goes, "Hey, Harp, is that a booger?" I'm like, "Well, let's get the fuck out of here, I guess." You're banned.
I do that.
I'm literally gonna lock you out of my fucking shower.
I do that.
Yeah, you really do.
I'm a 30-year-old woman wiping boogers in my walls.
That's a lot.
Okay, yeah, Lee. It is. It's a lot. It's a lot, and it was pretty big too. I was like,
yeah,
it was otherworldly.
I have big nostrils. Look at my nostrils.
Okay.
So do you do it in public?
Yeah.
Secretly.
Yeah.
Well,
so I guess I don't do that when I'm alone, but I don't want people knowing.
See, I'm like uncomfortable like blowing my nose around people.
Oh my God, I know.
I like step away and like get privacy.
No. No.
On one hand, it's beautiful how comfortable you are with your body and yourself. But on the other hand, I do think you should spend 15 months in a state federal prison. Are those two different things? It doesn't. Maybe do 15 months in both.
Can you go to prison for wiping boogers on walls?
You should. God. Like abolish prisons, but just after you go. Like,
Okay.
What's your? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait, the weird thing that I do.
You already did it. The dancing.
Yeah, yeah. But then I guess one thing that I do in the bathroom is like while I'm waiting for the water to heat up. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but whatever. But I'll like be waiting for the water to heat up.
Yeah.
And so while I'm doing that, I will turn on music really loud and then pretend like I'm like in a music video, or I'll like pretend like I'm giving a concert or something. Like I like really like full out perform the song.
Okay, so but it's really the theatrics for you.
I'm very theatrical
with the steam.
And I'm just like, I really like get into it. Yeah. I can't believe I'm saying this. That's really like, personal.
No, the most personal thing you've ever done on this podcast was read that fucking poem. So honestly, what she does when she's alone is write fucking poems.
No. I stopped that. Except Lee, we still are gonna write you a poem and sing it to you.
That's true.
No, it's okay.
And it's gonna be really good.
Don't be nervous.
Yeah, don't be nervous, Lee.
Okay, so we'll let's start off with our listeners' submissions. Weird thing I do when I'm alone. Here's my submission. I'm an only child, and my parents used to work late. So as a kid, I would spend a lot of time talking to myself just so I wouldn't be sitting in silence. I did that too. Not like having full conversations with myself, but just saying a lot of my thoughts and ideas out loud. I also really like fantasy novels and comic books, so I tend to think a lot about ideas for my own stories and talk those out loud when I'm alone. One day in university, I come back to my apartment after class and I didn't see anyone in the living room, and all the lights were off. Assuming I was home alone, I just started going off talking about all these thoughts I had in my head for fantasy shit. I was talking pretty excitedly, too, because I was rarely home alone at my apartment. After a while, I went to go to the bathroom, and as I swung open the door, I saw my roommate sitting there taking a shit. I was absolutely mortified, and I slammed the door shut and ran to my room. It's been several years since then, and he still makes fun of me for it. I haven't stopped talking to myself out loud, but now I'm just extra careful about seeing whether people are home or not.
That's sweet.
That's really tender.
Sweet. But also, why was your roommate in the dark shitting for so long?
No, yeah, your roommate is definitely the freak there, not you.
Your roommate's doing weird shit when they're alone.
I want to hear the fantasy stuff.
I know, I do too. That's so funny.
That's so funny. No, you just sound like an artistic, creative person, and
that was cute.
Your old roommate was haunted. Yeah,
your old roommate was the one who was doing weird shit. Mm-hmm. He was in there fucking.
Don't give up your power. Like if you're talking to yourself, you fling open the door, you go, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, what the fuck? I've been in here for 45 minutes talking out my fantasy book idea, and you've been in here in the dark. Shitting in silence. I've been
working, and you need to work on your fucking bowel movements, you fucking clogged up bitch.
When I had one of my old roommates, I remember I was in my room. He didn't know I was home, and I was laying on my bed. And he swung open the door, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't know you were home. Hey, what the fuck were you gonna do in my room, James?"
Yeah, James.
Hey, didn't know you were home. Said, yeah. Yes, I am.
Yes, and top of the morning to you, James.
Okay, James. All right.
Get out.
Let's see. Next one. I was roommates with my best friend, and for whatever reason, when one of us became frustrated about something around the house, it became a habit to shout, "Fuck me in the ass," or "Fuck my ass." Okay, that's what we do.
Okay, that's what we that's what
literally fuck my ass.
Well, not literally, but
literally.
Okay.
I now live alone, and I still quite vocally and loudly shout, "Fuck my ass," when inconvenienced or when irritated by anything. I'm 100% certain my neighbors think I'm a lunatic or maybe a person with Tourette's. I live in a relatively conservative neighborhood. Also,
they're probably into that.
I also I do that all the time when I don't really talk to myself, but when I am home alone and I like fuck something, I'm like, fuck, like, yeah, fuck me in the ass, fuck my ass.
I was on the phone with a representative from Kaiser, and they told me that like 50% or 70% of the workers are going on a strike, and I go, well, fuck my ass. She goes, I'm sorry, what? And I go, fuck. No, and then I was like, well, sorry, please. But I really did say fuck my ass.
Oopsies, ma'am.
I think that's normal, and I think that's good.
I think it is too.
Step it up, guys. Okay.
I know. Step it up. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, to cap it off. Also, I believe this way alone, and I behave this way alone and around others whenever I fart or burp. I follow with a feminine sounding orgasm groan because I find it funny, and B, it's become such a habit that I find it hard to stop. I have an obsessive compulsive personality. So whenever you fart or burp, you go.
That's how you clear your throat. So this isn't really phasing me, but
Okay. Okay, let's see.
I hate that I just made that noise. But good for you for being confident to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That
these
is
are
funny though. That is
Yeah,
funny.
it's kind of cute.
we also have a story in a little bit. I can read that in a sec. That's a
Okay.
good one. This is just a question. While giving hand jobs, are you supposed to pull the skin up around the head of the penis? I didn't do this with my previous partners since they never complained, but my most recent partner informed me that I wasn't doing it right. Men, do you prefer this? Ladies, do you usually do this? Pull the skin?
Pull the skin.
Well, are they uncircumcised?
That's
Yeah.
the question.
That kind of seems
Or are you just like
it.
yanking if they're
like pulling
uncircumcised?
if it's like rock hard, like on an uncircumcised dick, I don't really see you being able to do that.
Or no, if it's uncircumcised, then you would be able.
Yeah,
to.
you'd be able to flop it all around.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I mean.
If
Yeah,
it's circumcised.
circumcised
then-
and it's rock
And
hard.
you're just fucking
You're like, you will wear the turtleneck. It's like I don't think
yeah,
that
forcing it to have foreskin.
Unless it's just not hard and she's just pulling noodles.
unless she's
Yeah,
she's
true.
like playing with the little noodle.
Yeah.
Scoodly doodly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're warming up. I would
Yeah.
give these a 4
We're
out
kind
of 10
we're kind
right
of
now.
like we're treading into deeper waters here.
I feel
Okay.
like we're affirming people's
Yeah.
alone time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
Okay.
What did
so
I say? I meant to say I like it, and I accidentally said I like it, and I
Don't
wish
say
I
I
was
like
dead.
ye.
Yeah, no, that was a secret.
you.
I like you.
I eat mustard on crackers.
Bye.
Okay.
I eat ketchup on ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah, well, listen, I eat mustard on crackers
No.
and drink the buffalo sauce straight out of the bottle. I just
Were
had
you
to say
bopped
this.
on the head?
They were bopped on the head. I just had to say this because when I have told people, I get strange looks.
Yeah.
Do you do it in front of people? Mustard is so good. When you put it on crackers, it tastes like a mini pretzel. Sure would be great not to be judged.
Hey, stop being a cum queen for mustard. Go fucking just get some little don't get the saltines out like flavor. It's like no.
But also though, it's like if you are gonna do that, then just own it and be like, yeah, bitch, I eat fucking mustard on crackers, so give it a fucking try.
There
you
was
know?
a guy in my elementary school who always ate mayonnaise on everything. And I'm talking like fucking hordes of mayonnaise. Brownies, mayonnaise.
No,
Bananas.
no, you're lying.
Shut up.
No, I'm being dead fucking serious. Yeah. His name was Justin.
Justin,
It's a lot.
I hope Justin got assassinated.
Oh my God.
We got to circle back. I drink the buffalo sauce straight out of the bottle.
No.
I just had to say this because when I tell people I get strange looks. But yeah, like, anybody want any? Like, is
Not
that
if you
what
just
it
put your
is?
fucking mouth all over it. No.
That's like weird kid shit.
That is
That's
weird
like-
kid shit.
Sometimes I eat the butter at restaurants.
It's like, okay.
Also, is it like
Grow up.
A1? Are they squirting
No,
it?
buffalo sauce.
What is A1?
A1 is steak sauce.
Buffalo
Oh.
sauce is like Frank's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or like Louisiana, like the stuff that Joy
I mean,
has.
it's all the same shit, and it's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
I just.
I'll
like,
give
just
you a
don't-
strange fucking look. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, and I'll give you one too.
Okay, so I will say this.
No.
that, don't.
Okay, say it.
When I was young, like 4th grade, I was new to a town and I did like the weird watch me eat this shit.
No.
And I would like drink like mustard packets for attention.
For attention. Okay, but see, that's just going
Did
into like.
but did anybody say like, "Hey, cool"?
And I would like act like it's good.
And the whole time you were holding back tears because you knew it wasn't.
I really did think it was good actually.
Okay, well that's where you're weird.
Yeah.
But also, you were
Hmm.
doing it in front of people. You were trying to get, you were trying to acclimate into like a new situation.
Yeah. I
You're
just
trying to be
wanted-
like the funny guy, and instead
Yeah.
you were the mustard guy. But that's your cross to bear. But that's okay.
You have more empathy than I do for him in this situation. I will say that's fucked up.
I just know what it's like to be like the weirdo, and like I moved schools a lot when I was a child, so like
Uh-huh.
I understand like trying to like do something to fit in, and
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay. Is it weird that I hold my poop? I hold my poop because when I poop, it hurts so much and I always clog the toilet.
Okay.
So
hold
if you
it like
never...
a little baby, or you hold it in?
Good question.
Like, are you
they wrap it in a
rocking
little blanket.
Like,
yeah.
you rocked my asshole, so now I'm gonna rock you.
Oh, do you think they made a little poop baby and they carry it around in a little blankie?
Do you think they name it Poop China?
Little poopy?
Do you think they got little like bows from Michaels and they stick it on their little poop daughter?
Yeah.
Poop China.
Swaddled.
Yeah. Do you swaddle it in little tissue paper and go, guys, look at
what I just delivered. I swear to
a
God,
little
though,
caca baby.
you should take. Sometimes I swear to God, I take poops that are so fucking big. I'm like, this is a baby.
You know, you show me your boogers, whether you mean to or not, but you never show me your poop.
Well,
and I'm very grateful about that.
my boyfriend fell for the $5 trick the other day.
Wait, what's that?
It's when you poop and then afterwards it smells so bad and you say, hey, somebody left $5 next to the toilet. And he fell for it. He went in there and he's like, what? And he was like, what? Where? And I was like, you fell for it.
I've never even heard of that.
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of the $5 trick?
Nope.
That's a dad joke.
Yeah. You must have gotten that from your famous father.
Everybody knows him.
But see what they mean about the fucking holding their poop. Like, what does
I mean,
that
that's all that it is. Is it weird that I hold my poop? I hold my poop because when I poop, it hurts so much.
No, they just don't poop, and then when
They hold
poop,
it.
it's
Take a
lot.
laxative and be an
Take a
adult.
laxative and like
Yeah.
eat some salad.
What are you doing? Like eating like a brick of cheese?
Also, how gray do you think this person's skin is from holding their shit in for so long?
They probably look like a fucking corpse.
Yeah, their eyes are bulging. Their skin
Like
is
the
just
toxins
gray.
are like leaking out because that's what
They
happens when you hold in
they
your
smell like
doo-doo.
poop. It's coming out of their skin.
I-
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, we are a science podcast now.
Yeah, we are
Yeah,
a
we
science
actually
podcast.
are.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Here we are.
This is like honestly a TED talk.
Oooweee.
Here's one. This one's what is wrong with me?
Oh, let's unpack it.
Okay, for some goddamn reason, whenever I visit my relatives at my uncle's pool, I get excited to meet my girl cousin because we have fun with each other and we get along really good. She's a pretty cool cousin, but one time when we were chilling and talking, she just jumped and grabbed on me and I was giving her a piggyback ride. I was cool with it. When she told me to get on her back, I got an erection because of the position I was in. On her back, probably because I'm a virgin and I never been in a position like that. So it just felt weird. Me being on top of her, almost in a sex position.
With your hottest cousin. Lee,
I don't have.
can you relate to this or no?
Lee, do you not have a hot cousin?
Lee,
I'm.
Hmm?
who's your hottest cousin?
Yeah, name them.
Name them and ranking of hotness. Go.
Ranking of hotness.
No,
Yes, you will do it. Go.
I don't really have any hot cousins. My mom's cousins, they were attractive when I was growing up.
Okay.
So that's like a cousin removed, though. So
Yeah.
that's okay.
yeah, that's legally
They were
okay.
closer to my age than hers, I think.
Okay.
Okay, T.
Yeah.
Okay. We're moving on.
Yeah.
Does anyone else do this? When I'm drinking tea, I put the bag in my mouth and suck the fermented water out of the bag.
Nope. And by Lee's face, I can say nope.
That's.
Hey, does
yeah.
anyone else do this? Hey, no.
I guess that's not so weird. It's never occurred to me to do that.
I don't know why. It's not necessarily weird, but it just kind of just gave me the ick. Like no judgments, except I guess a little bit of
It's
judgment.
a little.
Weird. It's just weird.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the prompt. Weird things you do when you're alone. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
pretend I'm a pop star and you teabag yourself. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
And you do.
yeah, you pretend it's a little like lavender ball sack and you just fucking go in, and that's okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Harmless. Weird, but harmless.
I smell my floss.
Oh my god. Okay.
Is that weird? It
smell
smells
it.
fucking bad. After I floss my teeth and I smell it, I'm like,
That is weird.
you
I
don't
hope
do
y-
that?
I hope y'all are flossing your teeth 2 times a day. They say once, or maybe they say
You
twice. but-
never, you guys have never smelled your floss.
I do smell the grease behind my ears.
Ew.
I've never done that. Wait, I want to
Weird
do
stuff.
that. The grease behind your ears.
Yeah. It doesn't smell cheesy.
No.
Ew. Does yours?
No, mine smells good.
Does, yeah.
Don't say sometimes it does.
Don't say sometimes.
And he's smiling. He said,
Yeah, he goes,
sometimes I do.
"Sometimes."
Sometimes it smells good.
Daddy's greasy.
Well, I had gauges, and gauges they smell cheesy because they're healing, and it's
honey,
never smelled gauges.
No.
never taken a whiff.
No,
No.
yeah, they smell pretty.
We're
cheesy.
uncultured.
Yeah, and then, behind my ears. But now I I scrub my ears with a loofah now. So I'm
Okay.
trying to
Because
get
you're
rid
like,
of
I
it.
will not be cheese guy
I'm
anymore.
trying to get
He
rid of
doesn't
it,
want to
yeah.
be cheesy.
Yeah, he
ears.
doesn't want to be cheesy ears.
Yeah, but
No.
I'm insecure about the cheese smell, so I do
Okay.
wipe and sniff.
That triggered a core memory.
Fuck.
And I don't do this, but we found out in college that the inside of your belly button smells the same. Or am I-
Oh, really?
Oh no, yeah. I hope everyone's cleaning their belly buttons because if you don't, they do smell kind of rancid.
I have never cleaned my belly button, but I do see that it's for some reason gets kind of scabby sometimes.
Like-
It's because that's where you're putting your fucking boogers, and then you forget, and it looks like an open wound.
It's my little booger pack.
You get so proud of them. Just to go back to the boogers just one more time. Why are
Yeah.
you so proud of them?
I'm not proud of them. They're disgusting. And the worst part, this is gonna make people fucking gag, is when you go to wipe one on the wall and it's already where one has
because
been
you're not
wiped.
supposed to be wiping. No, you're 30 years old, Gabrielle. You're not supposed to be wiping boogers on the wall.
And it's where one has already been wiped, and then you wipe it and it's crusty, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah. Oh no, indeed. Oh no.
Hey, I can be myself here. This is a vulnerable podcast.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay, shall we?
Yeah.
You guys are fucking prudes. Okay.
Honestly, I can't.
Just me? You know how sometimes when you're eating grapes, you peel off the skin? You peel the skin off first and then eat the naked grape? No.
Mm-mm.
When I was a kid.
Okay, Lee, you're probably fingering mustard packets. I can't.
Sometimes I do that with fish sticks.
Ugh.
Ew.
I just visually.
Ooh.
For optics, it's not looking good.
No.
Do you eat the breading
Eating the bread.
separately?
I know people do that with fried chicken and shit.
Okay,
so,
but the chicken
okay.
skin is so good.
Yeah, it is. But again, I'm a very visual person. So if I I've done that before too. But then I'm like, ew, I don't even want to eat the chicken now because it's just ugh, naked.
Yeah.
Same.
Who peels the skin off grapes?
And with grapes, it just the texture is just weird.
I mean, it's a little psychopathic behavior, probably.
It's a little, yeah, it's a little. It
Yeah,
is.
it's
I feel and I don't want to be too crazy,
Yeah.
but I do feel like this person would eat flesh.
that's the next
You
step.
think?
Yeah, that is the next step.
Naturally, huh?
Yeah, or they would eat raw hamburger meat or something.
Ugh.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
Ugh.
Yeah.
God. Here's one. I think I am stupid.
Oh.
Me too. Sometimes, no, I don't think you're stupid. I think I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are, but sometimes when I finish watching a video, instead of closing the video, I stand up and then think about the reason. Am I retarded?
Who the fuck wrote that?
I honestly, okay, I don't even understand what that question is.
Okay. I'm just okay.
You think about the reason you watched the video?
You think about you think about the intent behind you pushing play. So you watch the video. It could be a TikTok. It could be a YouTube. It could be whatever. And then you close.
No, they don't close.
No, you don't close. You don't close. And then you just stand up like a sim.
You stand
and
up.
you just kind of contemplate what you just saw.
I mean, that's
an interesting way to think, honey.
but I don't think that means you're retarded.
Yeah.
Am I retarded?
You're not politically correct,
Huh.
but
Yeah, there it is.
that's probably a deeper issue.
Fuck. Okay, okay.
You're kind of funny. I
You're
don't.
kind of funny, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be funny if you walked into that person's house and they're just standing there and you're
Like-
like, what are you doing? And they're like, just thinking. Just thinking.
Lee's crying.
It's very funny.
Just thinking. Huh.
Just having to think. I have a paper cut.
Must take up a lot of time in the day.
It must, yeah, right?
Yeah.
How many videos are you watching?
Yeah, I bet you can't do that with TikTok because it's so.
One after
you're like,
another.
"Uh,
After. Yeah, right?
Throw your back out.
Yeah, sure
for
would.
sure.
All right, crush hot Cheetos into powder. Does anyone else like to crush your hot Cheetos in a powder just to eat them with a spoon?
No.
Nope.
Hey, No.
Ew.
I thought you were, because like I know people cook with hot Cheetos with like ramen or with tacos or something, which seems interesting. It seems like I've seen some recipes like on TikTok that actually look good, but to just fucking spoon that fucking devil dust into your mouth.
Stop. Like a little cereal.
How about you have some self-respect and don't put that down your fucking esophagus, you fucking monster.
Do you do that? I guess you do just do that by yourself. That's like your little thing.
Yeah.
My little treat.
I hate that little treat.
Mm.
No.
Hey, does anyone else? Hey. No.
This one.
God, I'm getting. Yeah, we always reach that level and we just fucking hit it. We're getting fucking pissed.
You get pissed.
You look at me. Look.
I'm fucking queefing right now because I'm so fucking angry.
For Cheetos.
No, hey, no,
that's what broke her.
It's the phrasing. It's the. Hey, does anyone else? You fucking skateboarding rat bastard fuck. No, you fucking dipshit. We don't fucking do that.
You rat bastard skateboarding fuck.
I would respect you more if you just go, hey, this is what I do alone. Don't go, hey, does anyone else?
This was written by a man, so you're right.
Yeah, I knew it. Of course it's a fucking man. You're fucking sitting there scratching your fucking balls that have fucking goop on them. You're fucking like watching It's Always Sunny on one TV and then fucking like Red Tube or whatever that porn shit is on the other. And you're fucking taking a hammer and smashing your fucking little cheese dogs or whatever. And then you put on gray sweatpants afterwards and make a TikTok dance with your fucking grease puddle of a cock. I'm so fucking mad.
And there's always like a little stain coming through the sweatpants.
Like a little stain, and your fingies are all red, and then you go,
not your feet.
And then you fucking, your girlfriend that's out of your league comes over. Hey, babe, what'd you do today? I made lunch. No, you didn't. You made a fucking mess. And then you fucking go give her a fucking yeasty with your fucking hot, spicy fucking rat fingers.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck you. Not you. You. So anyways, no, I don't do that personally.
Holy fuck. I think that made my lip filler migrate. That was so fucking funny. God, fuck you. Fuck you. My little fingies. I have to stop smiling because I can feel my lips moving. Okay.
I'm like sweating. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Are you ready to jump back in?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm afraid of being around balloons. Yeah, it's pretty weird, but hear me out. I like balloons when they're in the air, but if they're at a risk of being popped, I freak out and get so nervous. I hate the sound of a balloon popping, and the buildup always scares me for some reason. I can relate.
Yeah, Gabby, you hate balloons.
I am terrified of balloons.
Oh, honey.
I fucking hate balloons.
What, like, is this from like childhood trauma? Can I ask that? Or
No.
like it's just a part of you.
The popping scares me. It's like, it alarms me.
It alarms you. Okay.
Childhood trauma. Do you think I was fucking fucked with a balloon?
Well, you did take it there. No, I just thought maybe one was like popped in your face and it scared you as a child or something.
No. It's just, I can relate to that. Okay. Let's see.
Okay. I don't have that, but I do, just from living with you, I can see.
Okay. Okay, so we've got another one. So you've heard of sleepwalking, right? Yeah?
God, I'm sorry, but some of these tones.
Well, I have been told by numerous people that I sleep masturbate. I've woken up.
I know people that do this too.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
I've been woken up by my missus or friends, at least sleepovers, catching me do this. It is rather weird, and when I wake up, I've got my hand firmly around my erect willy. I don't recall having sexual dreams, though. Thought I should tell someone.
Well, thank you for telling us.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to spend 1 year in a submarine and just kind of be alone with that. But thank you. I'm kind of.
I've sleep masturbated.
Have you?
Uh-huh.
That does make sense for you. I
Yes,
haven't.
I have.
Okay. You sleep like completely asleep.
And then I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck?
Interesting.
I
used
haven't
to
done it in a
sleepwalk
long
as a
time.
child.
Did you?
Yeah.
Scary.
I know.
That's really fucking haunted.
I'm a bit spooky, but sleep. I've never heard of that before. I think I'm just like in shock.
Yeah.
No, I have a friend who was notorious for it, and our friends group would go, share hotel rooms for shows and stuff, and follow jam bands around and share hotel rooms, and the multiple occasions where he woke up like the whole hotel room with sleep masturbating.
Do you think he was actually doing it on purpose and it was like his kink?
No, it was like a drug-induced haze.
A drug-induced haze. Okay.
He was like that loud with it?
Yeah. He would be like sitting on the end of the bed.
Don't do that.
Oh!
Gabby, were you sitting up?
No.
Just feverishly?
No, I wasn't just sitting up feverishly fucking tugging it.
Okay.
I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that.
What were you doing then?
What?
Okay.
I'm fucking done. Okay.
Yeah,
that's about it for those. I've got a story and then we've got advice. What do we want to get into?
Yeah, let's do this where it's that time. So let's do the story and then we'll get into advice.
Okay. This story. Okay, Chlamydia, the trilogy.
Don't look at me like that ever again.
Well, that's what it is. I managed to contract chlamydia 3 times in college. The first guy from whom I received this lovely STI was a freak show rugby player who was majoring in English and always disappointing his family. He later dropped out of college. Knowing he was patient 0, I contacted him after talking to the clinic. He straight up lied, claimed he didn't give it to me because BioLife tests him for STDs every time he donates plasma, and he has never been positive for anything. Sure, Cody Chlamydia.
What?
So the second guy, 3 times in 1 year.
That's busy.
Or 3 times in college, okay. The second guy from whom I acquired this crotch cold was half-Canadian coworker who attended the same university. He also ended up dropping out of school and was majoring in psychology. I'm seeing a link between guys with chlamydia and dropping out of college.
Yes.
So any guy that drops out of college, I think we can deduce has chlamydia.
Yes.
Okay. Science podcast.
This is a science podcast. So.
This guy's name was Phil, who I later began calling Chlamydia. That's funny.
Okay. A bit of a wordsmith on our hands.
I know.
Yeah.
I had gotten tested 2 months prior with a clean bill of health and did not sleep with anyone during that time. I then got tested again after stupidly raw dogging Phil one drunken night after work.
Damn it.
I know. He then ghosted me, which sucked because I liked him at the time. However, after receiving a positive test, I was furious. I confronted chlamydia and demanded an apology. He immediately felt badly and somehow talked me into asking the clinic for an extra dose of antibiotics. I met up with him and told him I had to pay $15 for the extra dose when it was free to me. And he gave me $20. Yay for making a profit?
Okay, queen.
Okay.
We got a capitalist on our hands.
Got the third chlamydia.
Yeah.
The third and last time I received this delightful genital handshake. I like that each one you have a different little cozy name.
Yeah, it's good.
Genital handshake infection was when I was seeing a 2-timing turd named John. That's my dad's name.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
John didn't... Also, nobody's really... I don't really know any Johns anymore. Nobody's name is John. Okay. John didn't want to be official, but also didn't want me to see anyone else. Ugh, get out. I foolishly assumed I was the only one he was banging for the time being. Anyway, he ended things abruptly with me after I got tested and found out I was positive for chlamydia. I was shocked because John and I always used condoms. John also had the nerve to ask me to pick up an extra dose of the antibiotics for him. I refused and gave the new guy with whom I was screwing the extra dose. Fuck John and his dirty fucking dick.
Yes. Wow.
Do you think it's a possibility that you have just always had chlamydia and never got rid of it?
This dude a koala?
Yeah, right. Are you only fucking koalas?
Serious question.
Are you a koala?
Are you a koala / are all your sexual partners koalas at this? Is it a koala campus?
Huh.
That's.
Are you at a zoo?
Are you at, yeah.
Are you in the outback?
in the outback?
Was that Australian?
Yeah.
The outback?
Outback.
Outback?
Outback.
Wait, okay, Lee, do an Australian accent.
No.
Oh,
Do it.
outback.
I can't do accents.
Just do it. What am I doing?
You're doing it.
I'm not doing it, but I am doing something close.
Some like shrimp on the bobby.
Okay, Bobby.
Bobby.
Some
Yeah, that
shrimp on
sounds-
the bob. Wait.
Do Jermaine.
Jermaine, you being a fucking
Jermaine.
beach.
Beat. Because English
What
would be
are we
like,
doing?
you're being a fucking bitch.
You're being a downright git.
You're being a bitch.
Am
New
I
Zealand is like,
Scottish?
you're being a bitch.
No.
Bitch.
Beach. Mallorca.
No, Scottish is like, you're being a bitch.
You're being a fucking beach.
You're
What's
being
that?
a fucking bitch.
Shrek.
What are
Yeah.
languages?
Okay, so that's a lot of times to have chlamydia.
That's a lot of times, a lot of nicknames.
I've never had chlamydia. Have you
I've never had an
chlamydia?
STD.
I've never had an STD either.
Have you not? I had.
No.
Well, I got BV, but that's not an STD.
That's not an STD. That just means that you were hooking up with someone that was not right with your body. Or maybe he
HPV.
was dirty.
But that's HPV is an interesting one. Is that even considered an STD?
Is it?
Is it?
I
I
don't know.
want to know.
Oh my God. When I was
Yeah.
getting my HPV shot, I went in to get it. And then like a few months later, I had to go in and get like another type of shot. And she sticks the needle in my arm. And then like 5 seconds later, she goes, "Oh no." And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "I just gave you another HPV shot."
Shut
and
the
I'm like,
fuck up.
"You fucking psychopath." Yeah.
Okay, so do we want to give people advice?
Yeah.
Are we down?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Getting over an ex that truly didn't give a shit about me.
Mm.
Anybody have advice they want to give?
Yes, because I had to do this in fucking May of 2020 and it was really fucking hard. But what you have to do is you have to just really you have to play a lot of but honestly, wait, I was about to say something fucked up. Okay.
A lot of jumping jacks.
Yeah, you have to just jump rope every day.
Cranberry juice.
Cranberry. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and just kind of
Buy
bang
a
your head against
snake.
it till it breaks.
Buy a snake.
What you need to do is just put all you have to stop trying to seek your validation from someone who's not going to give it to you. So then you just have to pour all of that energy into yourself.
Also, time is the greatest healer.
Time is the greatest. Don't go, you know what I would do? If you were just dating someone who didn't value you, don't immediately jump back into dating again because
Yeah.
you're going to be coming in with clingy, needy,
Unresolved.
desperate energy, honey. You're going to be giving manic and you're not going to find someone that's healthy for you.
Right.
Take some fucking me time. Start working out more. Start doing something that's just for you that makes you happy. Whether it's pretending to be a pop star in the bathroom, fucking painting,
Wiping boogers on the walls.
Yeah. Yummy. Did anyone else just get hungry or
Mm.
do that. Just take some me time.
Well, and I think the problem with our the hookup culture is the whole thing of oh, go out and fuck. It's fun. You have, you have control over your life, your body, which you do, but it's not healthy. It comes down to it just not being healthy to get out of a relationship and try and recover with fucking other people. It's
Yeah.
just numbing and it's bad for your energy.
It is bad. And the times that I've done that where I'm okay, I'm free and I'm going to get my power back or I'm going to be in my moment. I just all those experiences are just kind of empty. And of course,
Right.
sometimes they can be fun. I'm not shaming or whatever, and sometimes they are fun. But immediately if you're hurt and you're in a place like that where you're feeling oh, they didn't really value me, I would say that's probably the worst thing you can do is to go immediately start fucking other people.
Well, okay, so then they said, getting over an ex or giving a lot of don'ts. Let's give some do's. Journaling always really helps.
Journal positive affirmations in the
Mhm.
morning.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, and I'm not trying to be a fucking loser here, but saying positive affirmations to myself in the mirror and stop doing so many self-deprecating jokes. I used to always call myself stupid, ugly, poor.
Mhm.
And I thought I was being so funny. And it's no, you kind of are manifesting that for yourself when you are constantly repeating
Yeah.
negative and low vibrational statements that you're gonna that's the type of life and type of persona you're going to end up becoming
Yeah.
and attract.
It's true.
So say positive things to yourself in the morning. Say you love yourself. Say you're talented. Say everything you need is within you now.
Yeah.
Say thank you to
Oh,
yourself.
that's cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of power in that. Honestly, too, get good sleep. Like, try to get like fucking 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. Like, do healthy things. Go to sleep early. Wake up early. Do some.
That's beautiful. Greet the morning.
Greet the morning.
And if you're doing all of this, then it will just lead you to be in the right place at the right time to meet the right person.
Absolutely.
And if someone, okay, so like the person I dated that was giving me a lot of like the don't or like, you know, like giving like a lot of like I don't care about you vibes. I kind of knew from the beginning what I was getting myself into, but I was like trying to seek out that self-worth and self-validation from this person. You got to be strong enough to just like walk away if someone's playing games with you.
That's true.
Because it is on you as well.
A lot of these are kind of the same thing. Stop sex addiction. Go to a meeting. Literally, it's the best advice I can give you. Find a 12-step meeting. There's Sex Addicts Anonymous, Sex Love Addicts Anonymous.
Yeah,
Go to a meeting.
The acronym is SLAA.
SLAA, SA.
Yeah.
Find a 12-step meeting. There are a lot of, and like look into it, like literally like Google it. Google like how, like what sex addiction looks like. I think a lot of people do have it and don't realize that they have it. But there is help out there. I'm not a sponsor in that program, so I'm not qualified to give you, you know, how to get over it. But there are tools to work with sex addiction.
And wouldn't you say, and I've never even been to a meeting like this, so I'm not trying to like jump in like an area where I don't really know, but wouldn't you say like kind of like stopping or like severely slowing down your substance intake would help as well with the sex addiction?
I mean, but this could because there are people that don't abuse substances that do still have sex addiction.
Okay.
I mean, if you are drinking and doing drugs, I would say if you can slow down on it, but I would definitely encourage going to a meeting. That's like the best way to start figuring out like who you are.
Okay.
Amidst addiction.
Yummy.
Let's see. Oh, how to handle my very serious boyfriend having a hot female best friend.
That's hard. That's really fucking hard. Communication is the key. And being upfront and honest. And if your partner is truly respectful, then he will respect your boundaries. You do have to respect their friendship, but at the same time, he has to respect the relationship. And if like they're doing things that make you uncomfortable, I personally don't think there's a problem with saying like, oh, hey, you know what? Like, I don't really like how you guys are always hugging, or if like they're behaving inappropriate. If you feel like their behavior is compromising your comfort, you know what I'm trying to say?
And be honest that you're uncomfortable.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Basically
be
just
honest
communicate. Don't like. This happened to me one time, and I was letting my ego get in the way. So like I didn't want to say anything, and then like I just ended up like stewing, where I should have just said something from the get go. Now, were they hooking up? Unfortunately, yes. But here's the thing: they actually truly were. But I don't know. I have a lot of male best friends, and the dude I'm seeing now has like a lot of close female friends. But like you just have to both be upfront with each other.
Yeah, you do. You have to just not be afraid to have that conversation with him.
Don't be afraid to ask for what you need. If like, you know, if they're like doing things that cross your boundaries, there is no shame in saying, hey, can you guys like just kind of cool it on that?
Yeah.
Ask it. Who gives a fuck? And then if he says no, then you know where you stand.
Yeah. All about open communication.
All about it.
And not being afraid to lose somebody because of asking an honest question.
I think we like are so, especially nowadays, I feel like everyone's like so afraid to like let their hearts be open and like be vulnerable. But honey, if you're gonna do a relationship, then just you got to do it.
Right. And we're also very afraid of being alone. So you're like, oh well, I would just rather like let him, you know, be friends with this really fucking super hot bitch than than say anything, because we don't want to lose our partners, but like you also, that is going to end up manifesting into something greater.
Now, what if you also, if say you can't bring yourself to have this conversation.
Okay.
What if you try to include yourself on their plans a little bit?
If they're excluding you, then just break up with him at that point.
Yeah. If he's like, I'm going out with Beth today. Sorry, babe, can't come.
The one that I'm talking, like the ex I had that was doing this, like they would like go on like day trips to Santa Barbara together and like go to the movies on a Friday night. And I would just be like, okay. And then I would like make plans with guy friends and be like, look, I'm a cool girl and I'm hanging out with people too. But I'm like
the cool girl mentality.
Here's the thing. You get to a
God.
certain age where you don't give a fuck about being cool anymore. You give a fuck about being comfortable and confident. And that's where I'm at.
Because you start getting too old and you're like, I can't keep pretending to be the fucking homie.
No. Yeah, babe, you do you. Hey, no, you fucking call me.
Yeah.
And eat me out for 45 minutes and then you can go fucking hang out.
And I'm not
going to
suck your dick and you're going to eat me out and fucking bye.
And don't wash your face either and leave that on you.
Go eat your little fucking bowl of Cheetos and get the fuck out of here. Okay. Here's a really good question.
Okay.
How to stop finding guys with long hair and face tattoos hot? What's the problem?
I don't know, because Gabby and I actually, you and I got into like a little bit of a fight this morning.
What's the problem with that?
There is a problem with that.
What's the problem with that?
I'll tell you.
Hot.
No.
Hot.
No.
Oh, yeah.
They're a walking UTI.
Want to know where you can find even more of them? AA meetings. Ugh. Skate parks, AA meetings.
Okay, don't hang out at fucking skate parks. But here's the thing. Please don't. That you're going to get a fucking yeast the second you fucking walk on the scene. But just make sure they're employed. I don't give a fuck what someone looks like, but just make sure they are employed.
No,
and not at a fucking Taco Bell. Like, no offense, but like, step it up.
All right. How to work through a convo when it is at a standstill and both parties are upset for valid reason, but one person continues to get upset no matter what is said.
Walk away. Stop talking at that point. Because I do this. I'm very like guilty of doing that where like I will like either I'm like throwing gas on the fire or like I'm a part of these conversations. I'm like a hothead. Yeah. And so like I'll like the conversation will just get to like a boil. The worst thing you can do is that like just when you feel yourself starting to get annoyed, you got to just walk away. You got to just like resist the urge to keep going because you're we all say things out of anger. Yeah. But there are certain things that even when you say sorry, you can't take back.
Right.
And in every relationship, every fight tears at the fabric of it. And some things you just can't really mend. So I would say walk the fuck away.
Both parties are upset for valid reasons, but one continues to get upset no matter what is said. Then
take space.
Then you have to remove yourself from the situation and be like, I love you. I hear you. You know, I just need to
hit fucking pause.
Say,
I love you so much. I can't talk right now because I'm going to say something mean. And either if you need to put your phone in airplane. I do that.
Yeah.
I literally.
Also, it's important to remember that like, yeah, we all do live in like different realities. Like, you know, your reality of a situation is different from another person's reality of the situation. So to like really understand that, like make a conscious effort to be like, okay, this person has their own beliefs. I have my own beliefs. Even though we disagree with each other, like we have to like it's up to like the more spiritually awake person to do more work. So if you're the person that has to like set the boundary of like, okay, like let me take a moment, like I hear you, then you have to do it. It's always better to be the person that's like understanding and compassionate of the other side, even if you don't agree. Mm-hmm. You know, does any of that make sense?
No, it totally does.
Yeah, it just take fucking pause and have compassion.
Can I interject with one that I saw that I am interested in?
Yes.
Is asking girls out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like one was like asking girls out in public. I know something that I struggle with is like just I feel like I just ask out people who aren't interested in me, and like I'm just constantly barking up the wrong tree. Mm-hmm. And then people who are interested in me, I just don't really get around to it. Like I never bring the conversation there. So maybe just advice from women on asking girls out, because I saw that and I found it interesting.
Yeah, how to ask a girl out in public. I often want to, but also don't want to come off as creepy. God, it's hard. It is like a thing because it's nice when men do ask you out in person.
I prefer that. I seldom use apps. I think it's fun. I do know it's hard for people to like, doing face to face. It is really scary.
Yeah,
but I think you just have to kind of just. That's hard.
Well, you also have to accept the fact that like it could go either way, you know? And like that's the worst that could happen. And it sucks. Rejection's so fucking painful.
It is, but then just know that like as of right now, like you don't like in regards to having a person, you don't have anything, so there's nothing to lose. You
true,
literally
yeah.
do not, and then it's a complete stranger. You won't see them again. You have nothing to lose.
Or even if you do see them again, you know, if it's somebody, but it's just then you can be like, oh, okay, just.
Everyone is so wrapped up with their own fucking lives. That's like, and that's something I need to fucking internalize. If you do something embarrassing or like, oh my God, I did this. Okay, great. Half the people on this fucking earth have shit themselves. It doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? Like everyone's done something.
Everybody has shit themselves.
Everyone has. Okay. But everyone's done something fucking embarrassing, if not more so. So like, I think just lead with confidence. And I know that's easier said than done, but I think confidence is on, like, fake it till you make it. Treat it like a game.
Well, that's a good way to get to confidence. I think that's really good advice. Is okay if you truly have nothing to lose. Now, if it's somebody who you do or you work with or you see on a daily basis, or you know, you do have to. What maybe so? Do you have any advice with that?
Well, I guess when it's somebody that you know, because this was going to be my question. Like, if it's just somebody that you like, a woman that you see in a restaurant, easy. You know, you can just go up to them and be like, "Hey."
That's a little less risk. I know it's probably more scary,
right?
But less risk.
Totally, because that's But if it's somebody you work with and have like interacted with, you kind of can like get a vibe for people. You know.
Yeah, you can get a vibe, and I mean.
And also still there's no issue in being like, would you be interested in going out sometime?
Yeah.
And if they say no, you're like, oh, okay, I respect that.
You just kind of laugh it off. You go, oh, okay, my bad. Like, have a good one. And then you just walk it off.
Yeah.
Literally, you walk it off.
My line that I used recently actually was, we can, if not, we can just pretend this never happened.
That's good.
Boom. Harmless, easy breezy, lovely.
Yeah. And it went pretty well. I mean, the answer was no. But, yeah.
But see, and then after she said no, were you like,
nothing happened? You're completely fine. Of course, like it's a bummer, but it's like you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
On to the next. Yeah.
There's like a tinge of awkward, but that'll pass.
Yeah, it's a tinge of awkward, and honestly, that little spike of adrenaline is fun.
And also, don't get upset. I think don't get upset when you're rejected. You know, like don't get upset at the person.
This also comes back to doing self-work. You got to before you do something where you're going to be vulnerable, whether it's like getting on stage or it's asking someone out, say some nice things to yourself. Go like, I am talented. I am nice. I am cute. I am, say whatever you need to fucking say to boost yourself up, and then do something. I personally do that. Like if I get on stage and if I'm not like saying nice things internally to myself, I 10 times out of 10 have a bad set. But if I like right before I go on stage, I like say like a few nice things, then I feel really confident, and I usually have like a decent set or good set. But so like do that for when you're asking someone out.
It's great advice.
Yeah, it is, Honk. It's really good advice. Herpes.
Oh.
What do you want advice on? Herpes. I mean, I get cold sores. I don't have genital herpes, but it's also not like that taboo anymore, you know?
It really isn't. A lot of close people that I know have genital herpes, and you take medicine for it. Yeah. If you're not having a flare-up, you're going to be fine. Just use protection.
And also lead with it when you go on dates. And I know that that's scary, but like, first, or even like a second date, if you're really into somebody and be like, hey, like, just to let you know, like, I do have herpes. It's a fucking scary thing to say.
It's scary, but okay. I think, yes, it is scary, but at the same time, do you really want to be with someone who's going to be thinking mean things about you?
Yeah.
You're just saving yourself. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Just save yourself the fucking time, because do you want to spend 3 months with someone or X amount of time with someone and then find out that they're a fucking judgmental asshole? Right. Or do you just want to like get your fucking business out? Also, fuck judging someone for herpes, because we all have something we're embarrassed of or whatever.
Herpes has such a stigma. And here's also the thing, like, you wouldn't want to date somebody who didn't tell you they had herpes, and then it's like 4 months in and you're like, oh, by the way, like, it is just better to get out of the way. And like if they're a real one, they won't give a fuck. Herpes, for all of you people who are like, ew, herpes is disgusting, fuck you. No, fuck it's fucking not. Most people have a herpes simplex in their bodies, and that's the tea.
Also, I feel like it's used specifically to put down women, like, oh, you dirty slut. And it's like, fuck you.
No, she got herpes from some fucking dude. Like,
exactly.
And also, who cares? Who fucking cares?
I saw a girl with herpes for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I mean, she was just honest about it, and we didn't have sex when she had a flare up, or you know, I mean, I never wore a condom, and I never got it.
Yeah, see?
See,
Yeah.
Lee was raw dogging.
He was
and
raw
he's
dogging.
good.
Here's the thing. Did she lead with that? Was she like, hey, by the way, I have herpes?
Before we had sex the first time, yeah.
How long had you been seeing her before she told you?
Like once or twice.
Oh, great. See? Perfect.
Boom.
Yeah.
See,
I think
easy
it
breezy.
might have been the night that we went out. Like we had met, and then like that first night that we actually went out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Cute.
Okay.
Love it.
There it is.
We got to start being honest. Like, that's the reason why there's so many motherfucking trust issues and this, because everyone's trying to play it cool. We're all just like scared little itty bitty baby fucks trying not to get our hearts broken.
We really are.
Yes, everyone's so scared.
It was great sex too. The best sex I've ever had.
Hey, look at that.
There it is.
Good, Lee.
Okay, great. Well, we love that. Here we go. Why am I addicted to toxic relationships? Trauma. Childhood trauma.
Childhood trauma, and you're emotionally unavailable. And so you get addicted to that chaos. Because I was like this too. I'm like, everyone I date is crazy. And it's like, no, because just because something feels good doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah.
I had to learn this in my motherfucking therapy.
We all do that where we're like, why do I keep every guy I date, every girl I date is fucking crazy. It's like, well, you have to take a look.
How are your parents?
How are your parents? And take a look at yourself.
Yeah.
Like, why are you?
I keep dating people that scream. Okay, how do you get when you're angry?
Right.
How did your parents get? Because we like to think of our childhood as like a separate part of our lives.
Yeah.
No, babe, it's all one life. It's all connected.
Yeah.
And so you got to like heal that.
Everything stems from childhood trauma. I swear to God. Maybe some people will be like, that's not fucking true, you dumb bitch. But like, honestly, a lot of it is. We repeat the same patterns or same emotional behavioral patterns because that's how we were taught to like cope when we were little.
I can't stop dating alcoholics. Yeah.
And there it is.
And there it is.
She's obsessed with alcoholics.
I'm obsessed with alcoholics.
Okay, we'll do what?
At least try to catch them in recovery.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm working on it.
Here's a good one. Jumping into sobriety. Lee's sober. I'm sober. Harper's.
I'm 18 days sober.
Yeah. So here we go.
Yeah.
How do you do it? You just.
It's just how do you get sober?
Yeah.
I mean,
you just
do you guys feel like you have to hit rock bottom? I feel like I hit like a couple weird. I feel like I kind of
had to.
Yeah, some people do have to.
I had to. It's not everybody has to.
Yeah.
If you feel like you have a problem, you don't need to keep pushing until you get there. You can go to a meeting, reach out to people. There's connection there. I swear by it. I know a lot of people, especially here, are like, I am sober. I'm like, oh, you going to meetings? Like, how's it going? You know? And they're like, no. I'm like, oh, I suggest it. And it's really the only, I think that it's the only way for long lasting sobriety. If you just want to dry out and then kind of go back and you're comfortable with how your life is with these back and forths and like having these binges and not, then keep going. Nobody's going to tell you that's wrong. But if you feel like you genuinely have a problem, there is help and it's easy to find. You can go on just Google AA and you'll find meetings and there are like-minded people there willing to help you.
Yeah.
There it is.
Beautiful.
It really, you go to a meeting and start there. And there are a lot of people who like start off with program and then like decide that they hate it, but like just start there. AA was like the greatest gift for me when getting sober because I also didn't want to necessarily get sober. I knew that I didn't want to be the way that I was, and all of that was a result of drinking. So I was like, well, I guess that's the fucking 2 + 2 = alcoholic. So you just kind of gotta bite the fucking bullet and go.
Learning about it is what gets you sober.
Totally.
Learning about what's like what hole you're trying to fill or what's wrong, what's wrong with your psyche and what's wrong with your spiritual health.
Yeah.
That's what gets you sober.
It really is. It really is. How to quiet suicidal thoughts. Recognize them as just being thoughts and realize that they're not all thoughts. Most of your thoughts aren't true.
Yeah. Feelings are not facts.
They're not.
That's one of my favorite phrases. And you spend minimum 15 minutes outside a day. When you start feeling really depressed, I have depression. I get those. Just, you gotta like catch it, and you have to like personally pull yourself out of that. Like you have like start journaling. make a gratitude list.
Gratitude list. A gratitude list I recommend for anybody everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's like corny sounding, but fucking sit down, write a gratitude. I am grateful for blah blah blah. I am grateful for blah blah blah. It gets you out of thinking in this spiral of like about yourself and more about like, oh, what makes, what are the nice things in life rather than like I am a piece of shit. Da 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 da.
Also, I don't care who you are on the planet, someone loves you. And
Yeah.
so I feel like when you get into those like sunken place thoughts, the worst thing you can do is tell yourself, oh, no one cares about me. No one loves me.
Yeah.
At least one person is going to be absolutely devastated. And so you have a responsibility to yourself and to the people that love you to stick around.
Yeah. And life, as much I am a fucking pessimist in a lot of ways, and life is hard, but life is also weirdly a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are the fucking odds of us existing, What the fuck
Yeah.
are we doing here? Out of all the times our dads jacked off, here we are.
Here's the thing.
Out of all the periods our moms had,
out of all the abortions,
out of all the abortions,
You
we
made
made it. You made it. So
yeah.
just realize that your thoughts don't have a lot of weight to them, and it's just like your brain, just let them float by.
Also, Taylor Swift is re-recording all of her albums right now.
Is she?
And okay.
All of them?
Yeah, she is. Okay. And anyways, fuck Scooter. But yeah, so anyways, she is re-recording all her albums, and there's a 10-minute short film coming out off her song All Too Well. So honestly, that's how I quiet my demons. I just like stay true to my Lord and Savior, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And you don't want to miss out on this cultural reset that she's doing. So I hope
all
that
of
helps.
the albums.
Bitch, we will unpack this later because it's just too long.
And if you are unable to bring yourself out of it, there is help and hotlines so you can reach out.
Absolutely.
Please
Get therapy.
reach out, because it is impossible for some people to get themselves out of that mindset. And at that moment, you need to be reaching out for
Get
help.
medicated, get therapy. Whenever you feel like this, tell someone. Don't just I know it's so cheesy, but you have to tell someone.
You have to.
Medication is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And you do have to tell someone.
Yeah.
Oooweee.
Well, I mean, I guess we could fucking call it, huh?
Okay, we are fucking scientists. We are therapists.
We are scientists today. We are therapists.
We are cum queens. We are tea time.
Yeah, we are.
We are. Oh, okay, you guys. If you like this podcast, please, for the love of goddamn God, okay, that's the same thing. But please tell someone. Honestly, every single time you listen to this, I want you to fucking text someone that doesn't and go, "Fuck, this was fun." Not only funny, but it's hot. It's fucking cute. It's
hot.
sweet. And sorry to be gassing up the own pod, but that's just kind of like
Don't say sorry. It's fucking worth it.
Okay,
yeah. So
tell friends, subscribe, please. We're trying to get a camera for Lee. We gotta put a fucking camera on Lee's ass. Well, his face, but metaphorically his ass.
on his ass.
Yeah.
Up his asshole.
Real close.
Up his
Real
ass,
close.
on his face.
So you can watch his asshole pucker while he talks.
It's nice. It's a good time.
You know
it
he
is
wears
good
a
time.
bear suit every episode, and y'all can't see that till we get a camera.
Yeah.
Tell all
And-
your friends about this show.
Tell
That's
all
the
your
best thing you
friends.
can do.
Yeah, we love it. And keep submitting your stories. New episodes every Sunday, and we record every Wednesday. So get your stories into us by Wednesdays.
DM the Tea Time Instagram account for us to prank call someone next episode.
Ooh, yeah, we want a prank phone call.
Yeah.
We'll promote that throughout the week. But yeah. And watch out for the next topic. We will have it for you probably. Well, what doesn't matter. We're gonna have the new topic out now
Yeah.
in a second. Okay.
Oooweee.
This has been fun. Thank you guys, you fucking weirdos. And don't eat hot Cheetos like that.